Hey friends, you are crafting with Kim Byers at the Celebration Shop, and today we are making another class Valentine. So we have used the Cricut Joy to make a class Valentine. We have used an Explore Air 2, and today we're using the Cricut Maker. Now, the first two could also be made with, the other three machines, like all three machines could make the first two. This one, only the Explore Air and the Maker can make. But it is going to be so cute. So let's hop over to Cricut Design Space. I'll show you everything that we're doing, and then we are going to use our print then cut feature for this project today. Okay, so if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and join me for all my future videos. We're going to dabble a little bit in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to show you how print then cut all works. Then we're going to go over to the printer and I'm going to show you how that works. And then we'll go over to the craft table and put it all together. Okay, let's get going. So here we are in Cricut Design Space, and I have gone ahead and pulled in a few things that we're going to be working with today. So if you want to follow along with me, just go into Cricut Design Space on your cell phone or on your desktop, and you'll want to open up a new canvas. So if you're on the home page, there's a little square there that says new, and if you're already in Cricut Design Space, it's right here on the left-hand navigation. Okay, so what we want to do is we are going to print stickers that we could put on little gift bags for Valentine's Day. It could be a cello bag, or it could be a little envelope with a cookie inside, or it could be, like the little paper bags that you can get at the craft store. I picked some of those up from Target, and they have little red handles, and it's so cute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over into images and talk a little bit about what we can find. One thing when you're going to print, the amazing thing about it is you can pick something that has 50 layers. It does not matter. So let's go in and type in Be Mine and see what we come up with. So these are cute, but since we're printing them, let's just go all out and look for something that's really vibrant and fun. These are great, by the way, for cuts, because they're, one or two colors, but then you get over to something like this. Isn't that darling? But you wouldn't be able, like that little tiny detail of cutting that would just be too much. So you bring that in and you look over into layers and you're like, wow, look at all those hearts and all those intricate tiny little pieces. Well, when you're printing something, it doesn't matter. You can have as many little pieces as you want, because we are going to take that and we're going to go up into Fill, and we are going to print. We're going to turn that into a print then cut. And now looking over in layers, you see how it's turned all of these cut then print. It's still a ton of cuts, but everything is now going to print. Now, don't worry, because the next thing that we're going to do is click on that item again, and then we're going to go down to flatten. And once we flatten it, ta-da! Now it's one piece. It's just one cut and one print. And so this is how you're going to make your stickers. Isn't that easy? So fun. So I'm going to actually delete this one. So now we have our sticker. And I am going to make it a little bit smaller because I really wanted them to be about 3 3/4 roughly to fit on my bag really nicely. And so we'll take the Quill Will You Be Mine and do the same thing to that. So we'll go up into Fill, Print, and see how it changes. I just want to undo that so you can see. Look, okay, so you see all the layers, all of the outline of the cuts, and then isn't that beautiful? It just turns it so pretty. Okay, and so now then we're going to go over and flatten. So you see all of those cuts then print in layers, flatten, and now we have one element. So now instead of all these pieces, we just have the two, and that is so fun. Now, if you want to go one step further and you want to create something all of your own, I made up this little llama thing with just things that I found in Cricut Design Space. And so let me show you a bit about how to do that. Okay, so we're going to go into Images, and I'm just going to type in llama card. So this is the one that I chose, all of this beautiful color. And you see that it's actually a card. Well, we don't want it to be a card, so let me show you how to fix that. So we bring that in, and so now you can see there's just a whole lot going on with this piece. If you look over in layers, there's a lot of stuff we don't want. So I am just going to click on this attached set, which is the envelope and the score, and I'm going to delete that. And then we'll scroll down and see there's some more area here. This is part of the card. We don't want that, so we're going to delete it. Okay, and at this point we should be left with just our llama. So there we go. And he's very, very cute. And you could cut him out as his own little sticker. But instead of just doing that, I wanted to add text to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into the layers, and I'm just going to take 2 pieces of his saddle. I'm going to click on both of them using the Shift key. We're going to duplicate that. And then I'm going to make it large enough to cover my little llama. Just going to make that a little bit smaller so you can see that. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure using the Shift key that I've grabbed both of those, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so now it's almost like a little pocket there, right? And so then I'm going to take my little llama and I'm going to set him there, go into arrange, and send him to the front so you can easily see him. Okay, and so Cricut, don't worry about all these little cuts. Of course, Cricut can cut anything, and then we are going to flatten this and make it a print file, and so it's literally just going to go around all of the edges. So now the next thing that you want to do is go over into text and just write on here what you want it to be. So I was just going to put little hearts like "love you lots" and then my niece's name, and so you can just go in and look for a font. Oh, that's the other nice thing about fonts. When you're printing, you can be as tiny and intricate as you want to be, again, because it's going to print. You're not cutting anything. So I did choose one for this just because I thought it was fitting. That is called Southwest. And so I'm just going to type, and I'm going to do lots with 2 L's like llama, right? Okay, and so then we'll take that, move it down, and I'm going to make it smaller, kind of putting that there. Okay, and so then I think I really want a couple of little hearts. You can go into images and just get a basic heart. All different kinds to choose from, but I think I'm going to go simple. Okay, and then so we'll just move that over. We'll make this heart smaller, and you're like, oh, but it's not the right color. Don't worry about that. That is perfectly okay, because what we're going to do is go up into Color Sync in a moment, and we'll change that heart to be some color that works well with our little design. And I do want to add Addie's name. So I'm going to do that. And you know what? I don't want her name to be this color either. I want it to be something that more suits the design. So let's go over into Color Sync. And so obviously there's still a lot of color and pieces there because this is still all being cut. Okay, so we're going to move that heart. And so then we can take the A, which is Addie's name, and make that blue. Super cute, right? And then we can even take the Y and make it either that or the white. Yeah, that's probably much cuter. Okay, so now we have all of these different elements, and there's still different pieces. Let's go back to layers so you can see it all. And now what we want to do is we want to click on these, and we want to make each one of these print. Okay, so as you do that, you're going to be able to see what it does. It's taking away that black outline. The black outline, when you look at things, is basically just telling you that it's a cut file. So we want to take those, and we want to turn those to print. And you want to do that for all of the elements in this little set. We'll grab that one and that one, print. So I think everything is cut then print now. Just scroll through just to make sure that it all is. And then what you can do is you grab the entire thing and you flatten it. And so now it's going to be one cut. Now do you see this little caution cone here? Don't worry about that. What that is it's telling you that it's too big, but that's okay because we haven't resized it yet. So now that we have this, what we want to do is we want to make it the size that we talked about for, which is basically 3 3/4 for our little bag. And so there we go. So now we have 3 stickers to put on our Valentine's bags. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just delete this one, which is the original one I was working with. And so now we have these 3. And so now what I want to do is, for one, I'm going to save it, and then we're going to go ahead and make it. Okay, and so now you can see that we can print all 3 of these on one sticker sheet. And you could, if you wanted to, make these a little bit smaller and do duplicates. You know, you could get another sticker onto the same sheet. One other thing that you can do is, because of course you're probably going to have, you know, 15 to 20 kids in your class, up here at project copies, instead of duplicating them on your canvas, just go here and up your project copies and then hit apply. And it will show you how many. See, now it added, now you have 4 stickers on the one, and then you have 2 stickers on the next one. So if you work it right, you're going to be able to maximize your sticker sheet. Okay, so now we can go continue. So I actually went back in and made a small tweak, and I edited the size of my stickers down to 3 instead of 3 3/4. And look, now I can get 6 on a sheet. So I'm going to roll with this size. And so now that we're at this point, I have my Maker connected, and we go send to printer. And so it shows me what my sheet is going to look like. It shows my printer. A bleed, you definitely want to do a bleed. So basically what that does is it puts a small extra border of color all the way around your cut. So if your blade is not perfectly calibrated, it's going to still print and cut around, you know, the color instead of going outside into the white. So I personally would do a bleed. And then you can use your system dialog. So everyone's printer is different. Mine has the capability of printing like photo quality. And so I will go into my system dialog and, you know, be able to tweak that when I get to that point in the process. Okay, so then we can go ahead and hit print. Here we are on the craft table, and we just have a couple things today. So I have a green mat, I have my printable sticker paper, and I have some cute little bags. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our sticker paper over to the printer. I'm gonna show you how to put it in your printer and print the actual stickers, and then we'll come back and put that on the green mat and take it over to the Cricut Maker. Okay, so let's go. Here we are at my printer. This is a Canon, and so I'm going to put in my sticker paper. And so you open up the drawer like that you would normally put your 8.5 by 11, you know, sheets. And so everyone's printer is a little bit different. Mine shows that the printer, or like the sticker paper part that I want, should go face down. So I'm just going to turn it upside down, put it into my machine within the guides. I say I am. There we go. There we go. Okay, and so then close the drawer. Okay, and now on my computer, I'm just going to select print. Okay, so here we are back on the craft table, and this is our printed sheet. So you notice this bounding box. So this box, this black box, is how the Cricut is going to read the design. So what we want to do is put our sticker paper on our mat, face up. And I wouldn't really use a scraping tool to put this down, because a scraping tool might take off some of your design. Now that it's on the mat, look really closely and you can see what I was talking about with bleed. So the hearts don't look quite as crisp and that kind of thing. It's because it basically put an extra level of color all the way around everything, knowing that the machine is going to cut that off. So it might not look as beautiful right now, but when you get done with the cut, it's going to be perfect, just like it was on screen there. So let's go over to the machine and I'll show you how this works. Now that we're ready to go back to the machine, what you want to do is go and see, now it shows that it's printed. And by the way, if something messes up with your print, you don't have to start all the way over. You just do this drop down box and you can send it to print again. Okay, so now that we're ready to set our base material, this of course is my favorites, and then you could click on popular. Most likely you're not going to find sticker paper in either one of those. So just browse all materials, and you can just search if you want to. And see, now you have printable sticker paper, there's clear, we're using the white. Okay, and so then we select done. And now we're ready to go over to the machine, load the mat, and hit go. Now at the machine, we just want to put the mat underneath the guides, load the mat, and now we can select go. The first thing the machine is going to do is it's going to read the guides. So if you look really closely, a light is now showing right here, and so that light is helping the machine to read all of those bounding boxes so that it knows exactly where to cut. Okay, and so now the machine is cutting. Now back on the craft table, and we're still on the mat. So basically, when we take anything off the mat at any time, you always want to bend the mat. And this is a pretty new mat. Bend that mat and it will pop off instead of bending your material. The mat can take it. Okay, so we have 3 different kinds of stickers here, really. We have this one that everything was encompassed inside of this outline, so it's going to peel off as one piece. Then we have this one where a couple of hearts are separate. It would be really cute, like if you wanted to put this on the bag and then have like the little hearts and your child sign their name. And then we did this one kind of from scratch in Cricut Design Space, and we added her name to the actual sticker. So you can do these a number of ways. So basically this is like any other sticker paper. You literally just peel them up, just like a sticker, and then we can just put them on the bag. And the nice thing is, guys, is these stickers are not cheap. These are actually really kind of thick stickers, and so they could go on a number of things. I mean, these would be great for water bottles, for, you know, like all kinds of things that kids, computers, anything that they want to, you know, stick a sticker on their lockers. And so then we would just take our cute little bags, and then we could put the sticker in the center of the bag. How sweet is that? And then your child could just write their name on it if they want to, and then you stuff these with I'm gonna cut that off real quick. You stuff these with some fun little Valentine treats, and what a beautiful little gift for classmates. Okay, so I hope you liked that craft. Print then cut is actually really easy to use. I hope that you will give it a shot. It makes, you know, especially if you don't have the right papers and things, you can just do everything in full color, and it makes it quite beautiful. And I hope that you will hop down in the description below and check out all the things that we used today. And if you have not already, guys, please hit that subscribe button and join me for all my future videos. And if you liked this one, give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time.